This is the procedure from exercise 1A, and this is the second page where you made a page with 3 circles with the microscope at the top. And you read the procedure there, it talks about taking some cotton fibers and making called a wet mat. So I got a cotton ball, pick just a little bit of cotton off of a cotton ball, put it on a glass slide, put a couple of drops of water on it, and I put a little thin, called a cover slip. It's glass, but it's real thin. And you can get closer to the slide and not get water on the objectives with that. And this is to demonstrate another property of the microscope, and it's depth, D-E-P-T-H, depth of field, meaning how deep everything is in focus. So if you could visualize this, if you picture the floor being the glass slide, the ceiling tiles up here as being the cover slip, so between the floor and the ceiling, it's water with all these fibers, cotton fibers, running all the way from the ceiling to the floor. When you're on the 40x magnification like I am here, notice that most of them are nice, sharp, and clear in focus. So the depth of field is very wide on what you see. So as you draw this, don't even attempt to put every little fiber where it is, but just with a single sharp pencil at the top circle, just kind of like a bunch of hen scratching, just make it about have the same population of fibers you see here. But it doesn't have to be anywhere close to looking like this. Just a bunch of hen scratching. It's easy, just single lines. And all of them are pretty much in focus at this point. The subheading for this is going to be cotton fibers dash 40x. You don't have a size relationship, but it's going to show you depth of field. So as you draw that, you can pause this, and when you get it, and you want to have about the same amount of lines in that circle as you see here, but just scratch them around like a bunch of hen scratching. When you get that done, you can pause it, and I'm going to rotate to the 100x. But notice most of them are in sharp focus here. And as you increase magnification, your depth of field gets more and more narrow. Okay, this is the cotton fibers magnified 100 times. You'll see that there doesn't appear to be as many there, and they're bigger. If you look closely, you can see that some are in sharp focus, but others are kind of blurry. That's because as you increase magnification, your depth of field shrinks. And so you're going to have to draw 2 lines for a fiber, so make sure you indicate that they're larger, but there's fewer of them. And you don't have to put quite as many as there on any of these, but draw some that are nice and sharp, and then just kind of fuzzy some of them up, maybe like draw it and then kind of semi-erase it to make it look kind of blurry. So the subheading for this one is cotton fibers dash 100x. But I'm going to move the focus up and down, and you'll see others come and go out of focus. So watch as I do it. So focus down and up here. You can see that at every level, different ones are in focus, but I can't get all of them in focus at the same time because the depth of field is more shallow as you increase magnification. You can pause it while you get that drawn, but be sure you draw fewer, and they're fatter, they're bigger. You're going to have to draw double lines. Or if you do it with the first one with a real sharp pencil point, do this one with a real dull one and bear down, but they got to show up as being larger. Now I'm going to rotate to the 400 magnification, click it into place, and you'll see that there's not many in the field of view there. And the ones that are, I want to refocus there. You can see that some are in sharp focus. And so it's going to definitely take a double line there for that. So draw them distinctly bigger than the last one. And just kind of make some of them fuzzy looking. Now, I'm going to focus up and down and show you what I mean about the depth of field. See, some will go in focus, others will go out of focus. So as you increase magnification, your depth of field gets more and more narrow. So on this one, just be sure they're considerably larger than the one earlier, the 100x, and make sure there's a whole lot less of them. So this is demonstrated depth of field. Your first circle was, with the real final, was cotton fibers dash 40x. The middle one, cotton fibers dash 100x. And this one with the real fat ones and the blurry ones, cotton fibers 400x. So make those three drawings.